hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome to the TV room I have in front of me. Another Commodore PET keyboard. It is not the same inside. I know it's not. I know it. So, once again, oh, excuse me. There's nothing like dropping your little wee screwdriver after one screw. One little screw. Alright, so another keyboard. Now this one is quite dirty. And this will take a while. But before anything else, it is time to get the screws out. But you know, while I'm doing this, I have mixed feelings about this. I've got to move some stuff here to get stuff out of the way. I think what I should do, without knocking this other camera too terribly much, I should plug the soldering iron back in. Oh, I don't like this. I will move this too. Okay, so here we are, back in the unscrewing game. Because these two wires here, they gotta come off. They do. So I believe right now we've taken out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What happened? Oh, it's on the screwdriver. Belly, it's stuck. 6. These screws have been in here a long time. Oh, 70. Let's see if I can bang the camera just a little bit more. Let's see. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping. But this will be a long, horrible, painful process. I know this one is dirty. When they're dirty, you don't just wipe a little bit and carry on. You just don't. You just don't. Oh, how did I get all the way down there? Did this thing must have adjusted somewhat. Oh, it's trying to fall. Yeah, this has slipped some. This little tripod I'm using. It's all fine, but it's not the greatest. I wonder if it's even gonna hold together. Okay. So we keep on screwing and unscrewing. Okay. So all the screws are out. Oh yeah, okay. So this is a very different keyboard than the one I had before. Now, here is the trick. Is the soldering iron hot enough to let this go? And it might not be. Don't burn anything, including my fingers. There we go. There's one. There's two. Okay, now can reach over. iron unplugged so it'll cool off, because this is going to take longer. So if we look in here, whoa, I don't know if you can see that, but there's all kinds of filth in here. There is all kinds of it. That is the contact board. There's dust and such, and I don't know what. Anyway, that is going to take a little doing. So what I need to do, of course, is find some. Oh, I want to don't open some cotton swabs. I do. And oh, you know what? Maybe I should move that up. Oh, yes, I think I should. Right about there. Okay. So I need some cotton swabs and some alcohol. I do. The alcohol is not here at this second. Anyway, the basics of cleaning a keyboard are all these little contacts need to be cleaned, and all these little contacts need to be cleaned. And I can see that this is not a small job. So I have the alcohol in the bathroom. I'm going to, with great care, move the soldering iron, which may still be warm. Get it out of the way. Alright. Now, to the bathroom, where the 99% alcohol dwells. Alright, this keyboard came off the number 5 pit. Why do I call it that? Well, because it came from a school and it had a number 5 on it. So now, oh, okay. This, oh god, this has not been opened. Alright, I must be careful, because this stuff is flammable. Alright, so I put this in, and then, right now, I'm just going to take it to the whole board to get rid of all this white crap, this dust, or whatever it is. No idea what all it is. And even still, even as it's drying, it's still there. Anyway, this one is going to take a fair bit of time. See, I've had other things where I did them, and then it's like, oh, I gotta take that apart again. I don't want to do that. I want to do this with great thoroughness, and lots of alcohol. That probably means lots of time. That's okay, because when I put it all back together, I want it to work for the next, 40 years or more. And even as I do this, and I'm using a lot, I find, of course, as it dries, because alcohol will dry, there's still residue. So we'll hit it again. Hit it again, and we'll hit it again, and we'll hit it again. Over and over and over and over and over, until we are pleased that all the evil residue is gone. And yes, I'm getting some of the contacts now. That is just because they happen to be Oh, see, it's the shiny part that really makes the difference. That's where the keys will hit. My golly. I don't think I've ever seen one quite as bad as this. No wonder the keys don't work. There's endless dirt. And what is it? I don't know. Could have been from a basement. Could have been from an attic. Also, these contacts. Who knows? They could also be rather filthy. Anyway, we'll just keep on keeping on and keep on rubbing this down. And wherever residue appears again, we'll do it again and again and again and again and again. So we are getting the contacts in the midst of all this, but still there is this smear of residue. And we want that to all go away, go away. I say, I only want to take this apart once. If you look back in some of the old videos I did, there was one keyboard I must have taken it apart 4 or 5 times. It just was being so difficult. That's when I got clued in on you basically, especially on the rubber pads on the keys, you use both ends of one Q-tip on each key and you keep on a rubbing. And that's what you do, because the buildup of whatever on there is so much that that's just what it takes. So that's what you do. Now, does the slime away from the contacts really make any difference? Not really. So I guess, well, I'm going to stick this in. I'm going to make a concentrated effort to hit all the contacts, every single one, with lots of alcohol, lots of it. And I'm kind of gauging this by these, there's all these lines here on the side of this. So I'm sticking to within these, mostly within these 2 lines that are kind of parallel, but they're not. They're not. Now, if you think this is taking a while, you ain't seen nothing yet, because when you do the keys, the actual keypads, oh my god, that's where it takes forever and ever and ever. Remember, we're not here to save Q-tips. We are not. Not at all. So I'm going back and forth, but also with a bit of a circular motion. All the contacts on the board. And we'll set this board aside. And we'll let it completely dry. And then we'll see where we're at and how much more snot we want to get off of it. Now this is different in that this is where the keypad is. Oh, I guess you can't see that very well there. this over. Anyway, all right, I'm doing the keypad. Lots of alcohol, lots of it. Now, toss that aside. I'll take this, set it over here, and then the fun begins. That is each pad of each key over and over and over. Oh, now of course. What should I be doing? I should be turning the keyboard around. Each pad needs serious attention. Each single one. You can see how they are looking. And there, I've done both ends of a Q-tip. I don't know if you can see, but definitely there is felt. There is felt. So now we go again. Twisting, going, twisting, and going. Because we only want to do this once. And already I can see that this Q-tip is changing color somewhat. Oh yeah. We stick the other end in. We go again. Because that's what it takes. Oh yeah, look at that. Dirt. Filth. There, we've done 2 keys. And there's bunches and bunches more. We got bunches and bunches. I forget how many there are. I don't want to count. If I counted, I'd probably say I'm not doing this. And certainly, oh my golly, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, I'm not going to do this in one go. I know it. I know it will take longer. That's okay. Twist and turn and pull. Twist and turn and pull. This is perhaps the dirtiest swabs that I have ever seen. I have done 3 keys. Certainly I know right here. There's 20. There are 20. And then there's the whole rest of the keyboard. I'm also going to have to go digging for more swabs. I know this will not do it. I know it. It just won't. This is what it takes to get her done. Get her done. And even after I get them all done and I am satisfied, I will probably give one last go over. Probably. Ugh. Yuck. Key number 5. The other thing that happens after a while on this is your hand gets tired, kind of like you've been writing too long. Indeed. why sometimes you gotta take a break. Shake it out. Ay, 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 ay. All right. But in the end, when the keyboard works, everything is good. We're happy. Don't have to do this again for another 45 years. It makes it worthwhile. Filth. Filth, 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 filth. Great fun. Great fun. All right, start here. Yes, we will. Start on this, whatever this is. I don't know what this is. I just don't know. Okay. Oh, no, I got to do this one. See, I almost slipped up. See, and that's how, there's nothing worse than putting a keyboard back together and finding one key that didn't get the full treatment. And then you got to take it apart all over again. That sucks. Oh, yeah. It's a glamorous, glamorous life. A glamorous, glamorous life. It is. But it must be done. To bring these 8-bit Commodore relics back from the abyss. It must be done. First, looking back on that other pet that is now probably a keyboard for parts. I should have opened it up first. I might have been able to find something else that would have done that. But the thing had been glued on. So I thought, oh, okay, that will be good. But it wasn't good. It was not. I may still see about a drill of some sort to try and get that, the remnants of that out and see what else can be done. But the key itself, look at that. The key itself, the stem is broken off inside of, and that is tough. That is very hard to deal with. Incredibly difficult. But I don't remember seeing those kinds of innards on a pet. I wonder if it was adapted. I wonder. Oh, 8 down. Bunches and bunches and bunches to go. I must make sure I do not lose my place. I have pondered trying to do 2 at once, but I just don't think that is ever going to work as well. And ultimately, in the end, I'll end up with a keyboard. That doesn't work. And I'll have to take it apart again. And isn't that a special thing to think of? Isn't it, though? All right. The swabs pile up. We will swab the deck. I think what I will probably do. My hand is getting tired. Is finish off the number pad. Shake out the hand. Shake out the hand. Finish off the number pad. Maybe then I'll do some more work on the circuit board. And then later tonight, maybe with the benefit of doing a time lapse, I'll do more of this. Maybe I shall. Maybe. On to the third row of 5. This is exciting. If you've got a keyboard and you've taken it apart, if you do it about the same pace as what I'm doing, it's probably going to work out well. Because it may seem excessive, but once again, you don't want to do this ever again. You just don't. You just don't. You don't want to hurt these little pad things. When people talk about a VIC-20 with a PET keyboard, what they're talking about is an old VIC-20. Doesn't have a PET keyboard. What's the same is the mechanism inside. Like you can't take the VIC keyboard and stick it on a PET. It's the way, it's the plungers, it's these little pads, it's the way they connect with the board, it's all that stuff. That is the PET, the VIC PET keyboard. So it is possible, if you have a PET, or you have a VIC, and it's got keyboard trouble, and you don't have another PET, or you don't have another VIC that has that kind of internals, you can rescue one machine with the other. It is, of course, always a tragedy when one machine has to die. It is. But things happen. They do. They do indeed. The hand gets tired. Which hands? Which hands? Things are dirty and filthy. Dirty, dirty, dirty. And filthy. Dirty and filthy and filthy and dirty and dirty and dirty and filthy. But this is what you gotta do sometimes. Nothing glamorous like it. The pile of swabs. Oh, I dropped one. Builds up. I'll have to get the grabber to get the other swab. Like on the old ships, we're gonna swab the deck. Okay. Keep on stroking. Ay, 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 ay. Right. 14. 15. Always important. Don't lose your place. Don't lose your place. My hand is getting tired. I know this isn't as good. I gotta keep rolling on. Gotta keep rolling on. What I may do tonight, when I try and finish this all, when I do the time lapse, maybe I will put on a game involving the Toronto Maple Leafs. Perhaps I will. Perhaps I will. Because then, see the time lapse, it doesn't do sound. It doesn't care about sound. And then I can keep on keeping on. Get this done. And so, oh, I've switched ends. Oh my. Oh well. As long as I keep track, it's okay. As long as I get every single key, every single pad, every single thing on the board. Back in the alcohol. Back in the alcohol. Don't know how long I'm spending on each one. At one point I had a thing where I'd count. I don't. I just keep going. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. All right. That's 16. Since I started at the bottom, I'll carry on at the bottom. It may be that I may be overdoing this, and that with all that I'm doing, maybe one end of one swab might be enough. It might be. As I say, don't want to do this again. I really don't. So, if I overdo it, but I jumped keys. Oh no, that's not good. I jumped. I know I did. Okay, so, good. Have another swab. Back up one key. Go with this one. Keep at it. Then flip it around. Go for this one. Filts everywhere, filts. My tired hand needs shaking out. It does. There we go. Two to go on this part. This part of the keyboard. Just two. That's all. Just two. But at least the keypad will be done. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Okay. Back into the alcohol. Back to the swab. Ah, yeah. So I figure, and I'm just estimating, that maybe the keypad is like 25% of the keyboard. As I say, I'm afraid to count, but I might. I might indeed. I will see. All right. The last end of the last swab on the keypad, which is only part of the keyboard. Once again, no lack of filth here. Now let's get this back over here. And actually, after what we did before, it is looking not perfect, but quite a bit better. So, we'll do some of that. We will do some more of that. Why? Well, because I'm here. Better moving my hand a whole bunch than having it all just doing that little motion. And little by little, it will all be done. All the white crap will be gone. At least that is the plan. So, maybe not. Well, I'll put that over here. Now, the other thing I'm going to do, well, I can, because I'm here, is, if I turn this over, I see there's a tremendous amount of crud on the top of the keyboard. Tremendous amount. I have no idea what it is. Almost looks like chalk or something. I don't know. Some kind of residue. Now that is filth. Filth, filth, filth. I figure, while we're here, might as well have a go at this sludge. And there's more stuff in between the keys. I suppose what I really should do, and I might, but I've not decided yet. Ugh. Maybe, but see, that there's a dangerous thing to this. If I pop all the keys off, undoubtedly, some key cap and some stem are not going to want to come apart, and I'm going to end up with a disaster. And I just had a disaster, and I don't really want to have another disaster right away. So, I think I will do this. I know you can't see this very well, but I'll run this around, gathering up filth. I wonder if this could have belonged to somebody who smoked, or, you know, the machine might have been sitting in the garage. Anyway, I'm going up between the keys here. Now this, yuck, this doesn't really make any difference in how it works, but certainly it's good to get all this stuff out, because this stuff, whatever it is, could of course end up going, I suppose, getting back between the keys, or into the bottom, or somewhere, I suppose. Anyway, it's good to get this crud out of here. Oh boy, looked up at the camera, there's all the stuff right here. You know what? I mean, I've got to get this done because I got to send this away. But at some point, it may be that this indeed is one that I take right apart again. You know what? I just can't have another keyboard disaster today. I just can't. Can't do it. Won't do it. No way. No how. Can't do it. There. Can't do it. Even the tops of these. Oh, it's almost like paint on there. Okay. Oh yeah. Gross. Yuck. Gross and disgusting. Ugh. Actually, this is one that, see, this plastic piece that is like the housing, you can get it completely separate from everything, and you can soak it, because there's nothing electronic about it. Yuck. I would bet there's more up here. Ugh. I bet if I go in between the keys, I'll get a whole bunch more. Just a flying out. That's fun. Put the alcohol lid on and set that away from the unplugged soldering iron. I'm going to find a little bag for the screws. Or maybe even, well, I've got little bags. No point in using a great big bag for tiny little screws. Perhaps. It's horrible to lose a screw. It's horrible. It's also horrible not to be able to get the bag open. Put the screws in. Mind you, you know what? This bag, it's so tiny, smaller. Or that makes sense. It's so tiny, smaller. That means that dropping a screw and losing it is more likely. This is a smaller target. A much smaller target. But better to have these contained. Who knows? Penny could come, and you know what cats are like. They're like, oh, look at that. Is that important to you? Is that vital to you? Let me knock it off. Okay, there we are. Bag of tiny little screws. Oh, what's this? Why is this coming out? Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, dear. So a bunch of these. I guess I pushed on a little bit. Just gotta tweak them. And they'll go back. Okay. Don't come out. There you go. Alright, so that's the little connector for the shift lock that needs the wires. Ugh, dirty, I'm dusty. So just for fun, because we're here, why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 1, 2, 3, 4, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53. 53. Well, I guess I've done more than 25%, but not much more. All right. That's it. That's all for now. I'm going to get rid of these ugly Q-tips. Sorry, they are not Q-tips. They are cotton swabs. They are not. And I have more. I just have to find them so I can finish this off. Oh yeah. Anyway, I wonder how the battery on this. This is one of my favorite cameras, but I'm using it more like a video camera right now, so that you can see up there better. But maybe I should put that on the charger. Oh, okay, yep. Microphone's still going. All right. Well, what's all that? Oh, there's stuff around the shift lock. I don't understand. I don't get it. But oh well. Oh well. Enough. So have a lovely, lovely day. And remember, when you do a keyboard, you only want to do it once. Like the VIC 20s I have here that I have to do, they are not as bad. I will test them each before and see how bad. They shouldn't take as long. But still, when you take it apart, you don't want to do it again. Ever. Ever. Anyway, right? That's it. That's all. Bye for now.